ਜਾਗੋ ਹਰ ਰੰਗ ਲਾਗੋ ਇਸ ਜੁਗ ਮੈਂ, ਸੋ ਕਹੀਅਤ ਹੈ ਸੂਰਾ। ਆਤਮ ਜਿਣੈ ਸਗਲ ਵਸ ਤਾਕੈ, ਜਾ ਕਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪੂਰਾ। ਤੇਰੇ ਕਵਨ ਕਵਨ ਗੁਣ ਕਹਿ ਕਹਿ ਗਾਵਾ, ਤੂੰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਗੁਣੀ ਨਿਧਾਨਾ। ਤੁਮਰੀ ਮਹਿਮਾ ਬਰਨ ਨ ਸਾਕੋ, ਤੂੰ ਠਾਕੁਰ ਊਚ ਭਗਵਾਨਾ। ਆਸ ਕਿਰਪਾਨ ਖੰਡੋ ਖੜਗ, ਤੁਪਕ ਤਬਰ ਅਰ ਤੀਰ। ਸੈਫ ਸਰੋਹੀ ਸਹਿਥੀ, ਯਹ ਹਮਾਰੇ ਪੀਰ।
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਦੋਹਰਾ ਪੌਰ ਠੌਰ ਕੋ ਆਵਈ, ਦੌਰ ਦੌਰ ਅਰਬੀਰ। ਕੋਠਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਗੁਲਕਾ ਹਤੇ, ਮਦਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਧਰ ਥੀਰ। ਪੌਰ ਠੌਰ ਕੋ ਆਵਈ, ਦੌਰ ਦੌਰ ਅਰਬੀਰ। ਕੋਠਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਗੁਲਕਾ ਠੋਕੋ ਠੋਰ। ਗੁਲਕਾ ਕੋਠਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਗੁਲਕਾ ਹਤੇ, ਮਦਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਧਰ ਧੀਰ।
ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਿਵਾਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ਾਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਕੁ ਸਮਾਂ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਲੜੀਵਾਰ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ, ਜੋ ਚਮਕੌਰ ਦੀ ਗੜੀ ਦਾ ਵਰਣਨ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭਾਈ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਸੁਣ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਸੁਣ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ ਜੰਗ ਜੁੱਧ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੂਝ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਮੁਗਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਫੌਜਾਂ ਲੋਥਾਂ ਪਰ ਡਿੱਗੇ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ। ਅਤੇ ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਭਾਈ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਲ੍ਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿਸਦਾ, ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਵੇਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਲੋਥਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਿਲ੍ਹਾ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਲੋਥਾਂ ਦੇ ਕਿਲ੍ਹਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਖੂਨ ਸਿੰਜਦਾ ਹੋਏ ਧਰਤੀ ਨੂੰ ਚਿੱਕੜ ਬਣਾ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੂਰਮਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਪੈਰ ਗੱਡ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਬੇਅੰਤ ਮੁਗਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਫੌਜਾਂ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ 'ਚੋਂ ਹਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਹੀਂ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋਇਆ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਾਲ। ਪਰ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਗ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਲਾਡਲੇ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਵੀਰ ਯੋਧੇ ਮਹਾਬਲੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀਆਂ ਪਾਉਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਵਰਣਨ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਕਰੋ। Today we're going to be hearing about how out of the 40 Singhs, the first few Singhs become shaheed. And at this itihas, a lot of you might be thinking that when you're sitting in the Sangat, you're feeling emotions that you might not have experienced before. That is Sadguru Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj's kirpa, because by listening to Katha, there's 9 different types of ras that you get from Katha. And from that ras, sometimes you get peacefulness, the kind of peace that you get from reciting maybe Sukhmani Sahib Bani or the Shant Ras Bani. That is called peaceful spirit, Shant Ras. Then you get something called Beer Ras as well, warrior spirit. And that warrior spirit is like this tendency to, like an adrenaline rush almost, but it's far more than that because there's no anger in it. In Beer Ras, there's no anger. It's just the ability, just the thought that I don't want to go back from this thought and I want to do what I've got to do. I want to juj, I want to fight, I want to die fighting for my Guru. So these things, let's join our thoughts to Chamkaur di Gadi. The Singhs have been destroying the Mughals so far. Bhai Santokh Singh ji said that the bodies of the Mughals have become the fort as such, and the blood is dripping from their bodies and made the ground, the surrounding ground around the battlefield into a quagmire. The Mughals can't even move forward, can't go back, and it's quite a delirious scene. So Satguru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj sings, let's hear how they come into the battlefield.
Satnam Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji, Dohra Paur Thor Ko Avai, Dor Dor Arbi.
So in the fort, as the Mughals are running towards the gates and they're trying to get into the fort, there's bees, Arbis mean the evil bees, the Mughals warriors. So the Mughal warriors are coming fast, they're running fast towards the fort. Remember at the gates there was 2 Singhs who were standing protecting the gates. Their names were Kotha Singh and Bhai Madan Singh ji. from the Ravidasya community. These two Gurmukh Pyare had taken Guru Sahib's Amrit, and they were defending the gates with great bravery and camaraderie as well.
ਨਰਾਜ ਚੰਦ ਦਹੂਨ ਤਾਕ ਤਾਕ ਕੈ ਤੁਫੰਗ ਠੋਕ ਗੋਰੀਆਂ
So what they're doing, they're talk ke goliyan maarde ne. Kotha Singh and Madan Singh are destroying the Mughals in such a way, they're putting the gunpowder and shoveling the gunpowder down and the bullets down into the pipe of the rifles, and at the same time they're firing the guns as well. Talk ke they're killing the Mughals in such a way.
ਹਰੀ ਹਜ਼ਾਰ ਓਰੜੇ ਸਮੂਹ ਸੋਹ ਚੋਰੀਆਂ
So Samu samne aake jede bhi Mughal aunde, the Mughals are coming as they're running forward, then the Gursikhs bullets are facing them and killing them and dropping to the floor.
ਲਗੀ ਕਤੇਕ ਅੰਗ ਮਹਿਨ ਸੰਗ ਹੋਏ ਭਾਖਿਓ
And then what happened, some of the bullets that the Mughals were firing hit the Singhs in their hands and in their legs, and when it hit them, Nisang hoye pakyo, they made a decision. Kotha Singh and Madan Singh are now going to ask permission for something.
ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੀਜੀਐ ਵਿਸ਼ੇਸ਼ ਹੀ ਕਾਖਿਓ
They called out to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj ji, kirpa karo, Prabhu ji, do kirpa on us, bless us with the hukam. We want to do something, we want to go into the battlefield and juj now. We want to lay our lives fighting because we're defending these gates, but their bullets have hit us now. And Maharaj is Bani, and Dasamani says, jab hai baan lagyo tab hai ros jagyo. When the arrows and the bullets will hit us, that's when that Biras, that warrior spirit comes, and it's time to do something about it.
ਬਦਾਰ ਪੌਰ ਬਾਹਰੇ ਸਦੌਰ ਜੰਗ ਘਾਲ ਹੈ
Maharaj ji, we want to go outside of the fort and we want to die fighting in the battlefield, these Gurmukh Pyare said.
ਮਿਆਨ ਤੇ ਨਿਦਾਨ ਸਤਰ ਡਾਲ
Maharaj ji, we want to take our Karpana out of Mayana and we want to kill all these Mughals that are coming to attack us.
ਹਸੇ ਕਿਰਪਾਲ ਦੇ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਕਹਿਓ ਦਿਖਾਏ ਹਾਥ ਕੋ
Tan Sri Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj, the commander of chief of our armies, our Khalsa, our Pita, our father, he stands there and he says, he smiles and he says, whatever you have to do, you do. Go and show them how strong your hands are.
ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਪੰਜ ਸੈਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਟ ਕਾਟ ਮਾਥ ਕੋ
Go into the middle of the battlefield and churn it like you churn the ocean. You two go in there and do such a yud that you churn the whole ocean up into pieces.
ਗੁਰੂ ਬਖਾਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੋਣ ਕੈ ਪਿਆਨ ਦੌਨ ਸੂਰ ਮੇ
Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj does kirpa and he says, you lot are going to go in there and you're going to go and die fighting. Guru Bakhan son ke piyan dawn sur mein, both warriors, hearing those words of Guru Sahib, getting the bakshish of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, they go into the battlefield.
ਕਿਵਾਰ ਖੋਲ ਪੌਰ ਕੇ ਦੌਰ ਦੌਰ ਦੂਰ ਮੇ
They open the gates of the battlefield, over the fort, and they run into the battlefield.
ਦਿਖਾਏ ਬੇਕਿਰਪਾਨ ਕੋ ਵਿਸ਼ਾਲ ਜੰਗ ਘਾਲਿਓ
And they show Maharaj just how amazing the power of Amrit is. They do such a jang that Guru Sahib is amazed by their bravery.
ਬਚਾਏ ਬਾਰ ਢਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਹਰੀਨ ਮਾਰ ਡਾਲਿਓ
With their shields they protect themselves, and with their hands they've got the kripana in them, and they're chopping the Mughals as they're going straight forward. They don't go backwards, they go straight into the battlefield, not scared at all.
ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਵਿਸ਼ਾਲ ਓਜ ਦੀਨ ਧਾਏ ਔਰ ਜਾਹੇ ਕੀ
Maharaj is getting so blessed, Maharaj is becoming so pleased. He's doing the kirpa on them from behind. Ape Gurta Varta Swami. Guru Sahib is Gupt Roop power. He's given that bakshish to the Gursikhs and he is doing everything himself within them. But then he's pleased by the actions of the Gursikhs, because in their humility, they don't say that we're doing it. They're saying that Guru Sahib ne kirpa kar de sade te.
ਕਿਰਪਾਨ ਸੋਨ ਦੇਖ ਪੀਰ ਤੀਰ ਨਾਸ ਤਾਹੇ ਕੀ
And seeing the Singhs with the blood on their swords, the Mughal forces get so scared that they become cowardly and they run backwards.
ਸਕੇ ਨਾ ਚਾਲ ਸਾਮਹੇ ਮਤੰਗ ਹੇਰ ਸ਼ੇਰ ਕੋ
And they can't take the blows that by Kotha Singh Ji and by Madan Singh Ji are giving them on their shields, and they're destroying them in half. Matang her sher ko, just like a big hathi, an elephant, is scared by the attack of two shers. That's how the elephants are moving backwards. The elephant group, the Mughals, they're moving backwards in the battlefield, but the sher are going forwards and attacking them.
ਕਟੰਤ ਅੰਗ ਛਤਰ ਕੇ ਕਰੰਤ ਧਾਏ ਨੇਰ ਕੋ
And they cut the arms of all these Mughals in such a way that no one can come near them. They are using their shastra in such ways, the Sri Sahibs in such ways, and they're defending themselves with their shields, that the Mughals can't come anywhere near them.
ਬਿਲੋਕ ਦੁਸ਼ਟ ਪੁਸ਼ਟ ਜੇ ਅਨਿਸ਼ਟ ਜਾਨ ਆਪਨੇ
And the Mughals are thinking, hey, seeing all this, they are so scared, they're wondering, what have we done to deserve this? These true shared people, these true shared warriors are coming and attacking us. They've got no fear. They're like deaf themselves. And they start worrying, they start seeing that their own warriors, out of the 100,000 that are attacking Chamkaur di Gadi, they're worried for their lives now.
ਹਜ਼ਾਰ ਹੂੰ ਤੁਫੰਗ ਸ਼ੋਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਔਰ ਖਾਪਨੇ
And what the generals and the officers say, we can't attack these guys on our own because they're so brave. Why don't we shoot them? So what they do, they turn all their guns and face Kotha Singh and Madan Singh.
ਲਗੀ 25 30 ਅੰਗ ਅੰਗ ਫੋਰ ਦੀਨਿਓ
And each Singh gets 20 to 30 bullets in their bodies and they fall to the ground, both Singhs.
ਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਨੰਤ ਦੇਵ ਲੋਕ ਜਾਨ ਕੀਨਿਓ
And Vaheguru Japade, they go back to Sachkhand Vaheguru. These two Singhs have done their Shahidi for Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And seeing them, what does Guru Sahib do?
ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਮੁਖਾਰ ਬਿੰਦ ਤੇ ਸਰਾਹੇ ਜੰਗ ਤਾਹੇ ਕੋ
Maharaj says, Wah, kinna vadiya jang kita Singha ne. He's praising their bravery and look how brave they are.
इसी प्रकार और सिंह दौर जंग जाहे को
When seeing their brothers have fallen in the battlefield, the other Singhs in the fort begin to think, now it's our time to go as well. Maybe we should go into the battlefield as well.
खजान सिंह दान सिंह ध्यान सिंह तीन हूँ
3 Singhs come together, Khazan Singh, Dan Singh, te Dhyan Singh. These are some of the Singhs who were fortifying the walls on the side, the Jathi of 8.
अने मलेश बाहरे हुक्म पाख लीन हूँ
They said, Maharaj ji, kirpa karo, bless us with ability. Maharaj, sanu hukum deo, we want to go into the battlefield and we're going to destroy these Malesh.
बयान ठौर पौर केर दौर दौर बाहरे
Maharaj Sahib does so much kirpa on him, blesses them as well. Jao Putro, fight with every single inch and every single power you have. Maharaj Sahib did kirpa on them and they came out of the fort and they ran, all 3 of them, into the middle of the battlefield.
माए सांग सेल को बेलोक लोक आहरे
Umai sang a sail ko, so they've got barshiyan, they've got little spears, smaller spears and big spears, and they're using the spears to kill the Mughals. And below lok aa rahe. The Mughals are thinking, what the hell are these? Who are these guys? Where are they coming from? He goes, sher kithon aayi jande ne?
परोए गेर गेर का बडेर ओज तार का
And they're pacing the Mughals, 1 to 2 or 3 on each spear. These Gursikh Pyari, these 3 Singhs together have gone into the battlefield and they're pacing the bodies of these Mughals.
मनिंद शीर भीम हुआ समूह मार मार के
With great beatras, with great warrior spirit in all 3 of them are waging such a battle, the Mughals don't know where to look and what to do.
हार आए सामूहे तीर हार भाजते
And if they come forward to them, if the Singhs go right into the battlefield and face up with the Mughals turn back because they're scared. They don't know, they don't want to die at the hand of these Gursikhs.
ਸਕੋਪ ਤੋਂਡ ਨੈਣ ਲਾਲ ਡਾਰ ਸਤਰ ਗਾਜਤੇ
Their faces are red. And Bhai Santokh Singh said the eyes are red with so much beerash. Dal shatar gajte. And when the Mughals come, if anyone does have the ability to come in front of them, Shera Vangu Gaj, they row upon the Mughals and attack them and destroy them into pieces.
ਕਤੇਕ ਲੈ ਕਿਰਪਾਨ ਆਨ ਹਾਨ ਹੇਤ ਬਾਹਤੇ
They take their karpan, and sometimes they take their karpan now, an han het bahate, and they destroy them in such a way like Bijali is going through the Mughals' forces. They're destroying the Mughals to pieces.
ਉਛਾਲ ਪੈਰ ਛਾਲ ਕੇ ਬਚਾਏ ਅੰਗ ਤਾਹੇ
And if anyone does come and try to attack them, because they've got so much momentum, they jump over the attacks. They avoid the attacks that the other Mughals are making.
ਗੁਰੂ ਪ੍ਰਤਾਪ ਪਾਏ ਕੇ ਕਲਾਪ ਖਾਪ ਛਤਰ ਕੋ
With Guru Sahib's kirpan, Guru Sahib's bakshish, they have entered the battlefield and they are destroying loads and hundreds of Mughals, just 3 of them. 3 Gursikh Pyare, beloved Gursikhs of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, are taking on the mighty Mughal army, 1.8 million of these Mughals, these brave Surme, 10 Gursikh Pyare.
ਫਿਰੈ ਵਿਸਾਲ ਜੈ ਸੈਨ ਜੰਗ ਠਾਨ ਤੇ ਬਚਿੱਤਰ ਕੋ
They are doing such a jang that everyone is amazed. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj and the other Singhs are amazed about the wondrous kirpa, wondrous kala that they're showing, all the ability, all that learning that they did in Anandpur Sahib with all of the Gurmukh Pyare, all those, every single little bit of practice, that little bit of pentra practice every single day that they learn is coming to use finally.
ਕਤੇਕ ਮਾਸ ਭੂਖ ਖੇਦ ਤਾਰਿਓ ਮਹਾਨ ਹੀ
And Bhai Santokh Singh, he says, he goes, look, these guys were starving for 8 months. They were starving so much that there's hardly any flesh in them, there's hardly any mass left in them. And in that mass, if there's no mass in them, then there's nothing else in them. What else is
ਰਹਿਓ ਨ ਅੰਸਗਾਤ ਮਹਿ ਨ ਮਾਸ ਸ਼੍ਰੋਣਵਾਨ ਹੀ
Neither have they got any blood in them left. These Gurmukh Pyare are filled. It's a metaphorical way of saying Guru Sahib has blessed them in such a way, even though they endured so much hunger, they've hardly got any flesh on their bodies, but they're filled with the Chartikala of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. They're filled with the spirit of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. They've got 110% commitment and faith in the Guru's words of destroying evil.
ਮਨਿੰਦ ਓਜ ਕੇ ਹਰੀ ਕਰੰਤ ਜੇ ਫਿਰੰਤ ਹੈ
So wherever they're going in the battlefield, they go from one side of the battlefield to the other, and they're doing it with the bakshish of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj.
ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਿਧਾਨ ਕੀ ਜੁਜੰਤ ਹੀ ਤਰੰਤ ਹੈ
And with so much blessing and so much rapidness that they are fighting, destroying the Mughals, and they keep thinking, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਿਦਾਨ ਕੀ ਇਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ that we have the ability to do this.
ਹਜ਼ਾਰ ਹੀ ਤੁਫੰਗ ਸੰਗ ਅੰਗ ਅੰਗ ਫੋਰਤੇ
And then what happened? The Mughals turned their guns on these brave 10 Gursikh Bhai. Dhyan Singh Ji, Khajan Singh Ji and Dan Singh Ji are shot to pieces. They are obliterated to pieces by the Mughals and not a single body part is found.
ਤਉ ਕਿਰਪਾਨ ਬਾਹਤੇ ਨਰੰਜ ਤੁੰਡ ਮੋਰਤੇ
Tau Kirpan Bahate na Rand Tond Morte. And these brave Gursikhs were so brave in their valiantness, how they were showing the battle, their pedigree for battle was so great that they didn't even turn their face backwards. They didn't take a step backwards. They moved forward and they died facing forward.
ਦੋਹਰਾ ਪੰਜ ਸਿੰਘ ਗੱਡ ਬਹਿਰ ਹੋਏ ਮਰੇ ਮਰ ਅਰ ਬਿਰਿੰਦ
So what's happened is now, these brave Gursikhs, 3 Gursikhs have just passed away. They've done their Shahidi. They returned to Maharaj. And the 2 before, Mukota Singh and Madan Singh have also done Shahidi. 5 of them have found Sachkhand. They've gone back to Parmeshwar Vaheguru.
ਅਪਰਨ ਚੌਪ ਬਲੰਦ ਭੀ ਹਮ ਇਮ ਕਰੈ ਨੇ ਕੰਦ
And the rest of the Singhs are now saying, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੀਰ ਰਸ ਚੜ੍ਹ ਪਿਆ. Everyone is saying that we want to go next into the battlefield. Let's hear now who decides to come into the battlefield.
ਚੌਪਈ ਮੋਹਕਮ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਤੀਰ ਹੋਈ
Satguru Maharaj, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj de Bakshi Hui Fauj, Nihang Singh, Bhai Sahib Bhai, Mohkam Singh Ji out of the Panj Pyare. We always forget that at this time of Chamkaur Digar, in this month of Po, we think of the Bade Sahibzade, Sahibzada Ajit Singh Jujar Singh Ji. We think of Guru Gobind Singh Ji leaving Anandpur Sahib. We think of the Chote Sahibzade being put into the walls and being bricked alive. But we always forget that in Chamkaur di Gadi, alongside the 40 Singhs, or 38 odd Singhs who did the Shahidi, amongst them were Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji, Bhai Himmat Singh Ji, Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji, and Bhai Sahib Singh Ji. Bhai Tanam Singh Ji and Bhai Daya Singh Ji, we find out what happens to them later on. But out of those brave Panj Pyare, Mohkam Singh Ji, steadfastness, the person of steadfastness, stood up before Guruji and he does a benti.
ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਦੇਨ ਲੈਨ ਮਹਿ ਜੋਈ
Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj says, Amrit Den Len Me Joy. That pyara Gurmukh Pyai Mohkam Singh Ji who gave his head Den Len Me Joy and got the bakshish of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Or the other arth that we could do of this, that he gave his head and then standing in the Panj Pyare, he was the one who asked Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, what will you give Maharaj? And Maharaj said, Main sara sarban savar karunga. I'll give my whole family to the last bits. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's beloved, brave Gursikh Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji stands up and he says this benti.
ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਲਈ ਮੈਂ ਜਾਉਂ ਇਕਾਕੀ
He said, Maharaj Sahib, I'm going to ask for your khushi. I want to go on the battlefield on my own, Maharaj. Mainu bakshish karo. I'm going to show you what it is to be a brave Gursikh. He's a brave Gursikh and he does his benti to stand before Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Imagine that. Imagine that ability. You got 1.8 million Mughals outside, probably reduced to quite a lot now. But Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji is standing up and has got no inch of fear inside him. And he stands before Guruji, puts his hands together and he says, Maharaj, I want to go by myself into the battlefield.
ਦੇਖੋ ਲੜਾਈ ਨਿਜ ਕਰੁਣਾ ਕੀ
Maharaj says, he says, ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਆ. If you look at it this way, if you learn in part, a vidyarthi will learn the part in such a way, and when the Ustad Ji says to them, part sanave, they'll listen to the part, and then he'll try to make sure that the ankur, the lankar, and the sayari and the bari all say. If you ask a student at school that they're learning an instrument maybe or something, and they try to get the notes in the right places, try to prasan their teacher, try to make the teacher please. But this pyara Gursikh Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji, he is so confident in his ability to wage war and his shastra with their knowledge. He says to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, Maharaj, I want you to see the jang. I want you to see the battle that I'm going to make happen now.
ਹੁਕਮ ਕਰਿਓ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਪੂਰੇ
And him, Guru Sahib, minu hukum deo, give me agya, give me permission to go in. Never ever does anyone get anything without getting permission of Guru Sahib. Whenever we do something, we need to always have permission of Maharaj in some way, shape or form. Anji.
ਲੜਹਾ ਲੱਖ ਸੌ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੰਘ ਸੂਰੇ
Maharaj said, when you took Amrit, Maharaj, you said, Sawa lakh se ek ladaun, Sawa lakh se ek ladaun, tabhe Gobind Singh naam kahaun. You said that you call yourself Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, and you do it on the option, you do it on the basis that one Singh will die fighting with Sawa lakh is 125,000. And this Maharaj saying, I'm going to make that bachan come true now. Look at the confidence this Gurmukh Pyara has got. He said, Maharaj, thwadi kripa naal, I'm going to make this happen. But you talked about Sawa Lakh, there's 1.8 million out there, there's 18 lakh di Fauj, and I'm going to go out there by myself and fight with these Mughals.
साच बचन अब कर दे खराब हो
Your bachan, it's your bachan that you said it, and I'm going to make it sat. And I'm going to make it true.
बेईमान गन मार गिराव हो
These Bayman people, these Mughals who swore on the Quran and they swore on the model of the cow, and they said that they wouldn't touch us when we were in Anandpur Sahib. I'm gonna see to that. I'm gonna make sure that they remember what they did.
सुनत हुक्म को बहर सिधारा
So Maharaj gave him agya. Bhai Santokh Mohkam Singh ji enters the battlefield.
बजा लोह सो लोह करारा
Satguru Maharaj is brave Gursikh. All you can hear is Sarblo iron banging on Sarblo iron. That's all you can hear. Whether that is by Mohkam Singh Ji's Shastar banging against his Astar, banging against his armor, or whether it's Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ladla killing Mughals, take it which way you want.
दल मलेश को जल निध पारा
Jalanidapara, he goes, just imagine that there's a massive lake, there's a massive sarovar in front of him.
मोहकम सिंह मकर आकारा
And Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji has been described as an alligator, a crocodile who's entering the water.
बिरयो बीच इत उत फिर तबै
And when he goes into the water and he finds his prey, as crocodiles grab their prey, they turn upside down, they go round and round, they move around, they struggle in the water. And Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji has seen, he's identified his Mughals, his enemy. He's destroying him in such a way that the whole Samundar-like, the whole ocean-like, the lake-like army that he's entered into has been rippled, has been destroyed. All the water has been, the waves are just growing and growing.
फला चली में प्राप्त सब है
When he came and entered the battlefield, the Muslims couldn't believe it. What kind of Gursikhs, what kind of people are these? They've got no pair, they've got no fear. They just come into the battlefield without no fear of death at all. And they were all you can hear is shouting and screaming. Look what's happening. Look at this person. Who is he? Why is he attacking us? Look how our friends have died.
हेलो होन तरंग बिसाले
And he goes, the Bhai Sahib is saying that like waves are coming in an ocean, that's how waves are emanating from where Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji is destroying these Mughals single-handedly.
सिंह मकर गह खड़ग उताले
The crocodile Nahang type Singh, Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji has got a khadg, has got his sword in his hand.
पहुंचत सन्मुख जिसे बंगारा
And any person who comes in front of him and challenges him, he splits them into half just like that. Or if he goes up and says to them, what you doing here? He splits them into half.
अर्धो अर्ध तीर सो डारा
Ardo Eid cheed ke ekdam, he puts them into 2 points, 2 halves.
ऋषियो सिंह मुख भीम बिसाला
Bhai Sahib Ji, Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji is so full of biras, his body karkadiya, his muscles are moving in such a way that Bhai Sahib is seen is a sight to be behold.
सन्मुख न होए सकह जन काला
And even death can't come in front of him. Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji is standing there and fighting all these Mughals. Even death is scared by the sight of Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji.
सेले पाले सांग प्रहारा
He's got a shield in one hand, he's got Nijja, he's got a spear in the other, and he's also got his Siri Sahib. And with his Shastras, he's destroying the Mughals.
तोमर वीर अगर स्तर मारे
And he's killing them in such a way that the Mughals, unna de pair nahi lagde, they are just being destroyed left, right, and center.
फांदत सबन बचावत कहावत
Pandit, Bhai Sahib says, Pandit, he jumps. If somebody comes and attacks him, he jumps in such a way, he's going in one direction. As they come and attack in another way, Bhai Sahib then moves in another way, using his pentra and goes in the other direction. So he's playing the whole army in such a way, destroying them. They can't come near him. Sometimes he's going in this direction, sometimes he's going in another direction, and he's using his weapons in such a way.
धावत काटत खड़ग चलावत
He's destroying, he's wounding people as he goes along, and he's moving forward at all times. He's not going backwards, he's moving forward in all directions.
जित दिस जात श्री गर्तेदार जित दिस जात सिर गर्तेदार
Whichever direction he goes, all the Mughals run from that direction.
रिपे तोत होए त्यागत ठा
In one instance, they leave their formations and they are nowhere to be seen, the Mughals, because he's got so much fear factor.
निरपय वीर बांको मुखलाली
Satguru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj is blessed Gursikh Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji, the brave warrior, Banko Mukhlali, their face is red with warrior spirit, with Biras.
समश मूश द्वय बंक बिसाली
Satguru Maharaj is Gursikh, his mucha, te no punu kitiyan hoiyan, and Mukh Bisal, Bank Bisali, his whole image is that of a warrior of God, a battle god himself.
रूप भयंकर जम है मानो
And he's got such a scary look on his face. Jive?
करा चोल के दंड परमान पछानो
Like if a messenger of death himself came, he looks like death himself, and the death has got like the messengers of death, the Jamdus, have got sticks and weapons in their hands. And imagine his kirpan is like that stick that the messenger of death has. That's how he's been described by Mohkam Singh Ji.
ਰਿਪਗਨ ਮਾਰਤ ਘਾਇਲ ਹੋਵਾ
As he is fighting the Gursikhs, because people are attacking him, he becomes wounded.
ਬਹਿਓ ਰੁਦਰ ਬਹੁ ਹਰਖਤ ਜੋਵਾ
And as he's getting wounded, the blood is seeping from his body by Mohkam Singh Ji. And what happens? He doesn't cry, he doesn't shout, he smiles, he gets more biras, and he said, Maharaj, I'm getting medals for fighting for you right now.
ਭੀਗੇ ਚੀਰ ਸਰੀਰ ਸਤੀ
He goes, Jad and Sarir and is all been like sliced to pieces by Mohkam Singh Ji's.
ਵਿਚਰਤ ਰਿਪਗਨ ਮਹਿਮਰ ਵੀ
He is still going into the middle of the battlefield and is not giving up his weapons.
ਲਸ਼ਕਰ ਮਥਿਓ ਸਿੰਧ ਜਮਜਾ ਸਿੰਧ ਸਮ ਸਬ ਜਬੈ
And when he's right in the middle of all the Mughals, when he's still attacking them and getting in such a sangram yudh on his own, he's defeating hundreds and thousands of Mughals with his weapons.
ਖਵਾਜਾ ਅਮਰੂਦ ਪੁਕਾਰਿਓ ਤਬੈ
That Khwaja Mardud who had brought 10 lakh Fauj from Delhi, he shouts to his men and he says,
ਕਹਾਂ ਭਇਓ ਤੁਮ ਕੋ ਬਲ ਹਾਰਿਓ
he goes, what are you playing at to his soldiers? He goes, why you lost your strength for? Where have you lost your senses? He's only one person.
ਏਕ ਸਿੰਘ ਲਾਖਨ ਨਹ ਮਾਰਿਓ
Ek sher, one lion Singh he's fighting with hundreds and thousands of you and you can't destroy him.
ਧੜ ਪੜ ਸਲਾਖ ਤੁਫੰਗਨ ਕੇਰੀ
He goes, ek dami. In one aspect, he goes, fire at once. And in one aspect, all the guns and everyone fired in one direction towards Bhai Mohkam Singh
ਕੁੱਤੀ
Ji.
ਹਜ਼ਾਰੋਂ ਫਿਰ ਇੱਕ ਬੇਰੀ
And then in one aspect, there was a massive bang, a massive noise of guns firing.
20-25 ਲਗੀ ਤਬ ਆਏ
20 to 25 bullets withered the body of Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji out of the Panj Pyare.
ਫੋਰਿਓ ਫੋਰਿਓ ਤਨ ਸਭ ਥਾ
And every single boti sarir, boti ho gaya Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji da out of the Panj Pyare. Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji sarir has been decimated in the battlefield and nothing is left to be seen.
ਖਰੋ ਮਰਿਓ ਸਨਮੁਖ ਹੀ ਗਿਰਿਓ
But this is the amazingest thing. He was such a brave warrior by Mohkam Singh Ji. He doesn't fall backwards. He falls face forward, because a Gursikh never runs from the battlefield. He'd rather die fighting, but he will never leave his feet. He will never move from the direction of where the Mughals were attacking him. He fell forwards.
ਤਨਕ ਨ ਮੋਰਿਓ ਵੀਰ ਰਸ ਭਰਿਓ
He didn't for one instance come backwards. He was full of beer ras by Santokh Singh, he says.
ਦੁੱਧ ਬਿਲੋਕ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਨ ਗੋਸਾਈ
Seeing this great yudh, Bhai Santokh Singh Ji says, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is overly pleased. He is amazed by the Shakti and the power of his beloved Gursikh Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji.
ਨਿਜ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੀ ਕਹੈ ਅਦਕ ਵਡਾਈ
And he said, my Nij Sikh, Mira Puttar, my beloved Gursikh, he is so great. Look how he's fought in the battle. He's telling the other Singhs. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is praising his son. He said, this is the Shakti of Amrit. This is what my sons are about. And this is what we could be about if we take Amrit in our lives. ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕਾਂਗੇ, ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਾਲਾ ਬਣਾਂਗੇ, ਤਾਂ ਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਕਹਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ. If we can't even keep our case, what can we can't even call ourselves the sons of Guru and daughters of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj.
ਮਚਿਓ ਤੁਮਲ ਸੰਗਰਾਮ ਵਡੇਰਾ
Bhai Santokh Singh Ji saying, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is praising him. He said, such an amazing battle. Wah Gursikha ਧੰਨਿਆ ਤੂੰ.
ਬਰਸਤ ਲੋਹਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਇਸ ਬੇਰਾ
He goes, you rained down iron on everyone and you engaged in such a wondrous battle. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj has praised his Gursikh in such a way.
ਇਮ ਮੋਹਕਮ ਸਿੰਘ ਬੈਕੁੰਠ ਪਿਆਨਾ
So this is how Bhai Mohkam Singh Ji then returns to Sachkhand Waheguru.
ਹਿੰਮਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਿੰਘ ਜਾਨਾ
And we hear what happens next with Bhai Himmat Singh Ji and Bhai Sahib Singh Ji, the third and the last Panj Pyare, who are now going to enter the battlefield, and their battle is one to be heard. We'll cover that tomorrow. Inni benti parwan karan ji. Apologize if we sound angry. It's not angry. Sometimes when you hear the bravery of Gursikhs, you're filled with that pride and that ability to think about it. It's difficult in English, but when you're doing this katha in Punjabi and stuff, there's jakara after jakara from the Sangat sometimes. And even in India, when you hear it on katha and recordings and stuff, the Gursikh Pyare are so imbued with the ras of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj and the Shakti that he gives to his Gursikhs. So, inni benti parwan karni ji, bhulna chukan di khima ji, Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.
ਜੋਧ ਬਿਲੋਕ ਪ੍ਰਸੰਨ ਗੋਸਾਈ ਨਿਜ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੀ ਕਹੈ ਅਦਕ ਵਡਾਈ ਮਚਿਓ ਤੁਮਲ ਸੰਗਰਾਮ ਵਡੇਰਾ
ਬਰਸਤ ਲੋਹਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਇਸ ਬੇਰਾ ਇਮ ਮੋਹਕਮ ਸਿੰਘ ਸੈ ਸੁਰਗ ਬਿਆਨਾ ਹਿੰਮਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਿੰਘ ਜਵਾਨਾ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।